two premises. The first is that people have a variety of needs that motivate them, and he saw these 5 needs as the primary ones. We are then motivated to meet our basic or lower level needs before we pursue our higher order needs. He thought the lower level needs were the first 3 levels on the pyramid, and once we met these, we could be more concerned about pursuing those higher order needs. So let's unpack each level. At the bottom, we have our physiological needs. This is our need for food, water, sleep, air, shelter, and clothing. And if these needs aren't met, we are going to make this a priority. We're going to pursue these things so that that need can be met. The next level is our safety needs. This translates to our job, for example, in modern society, our personal security, and our health and well-being. Next is belonging. Sometimes people call this love. And it's essentially our friendships, our family relationships, and the different kinds of groups that we are a part of. And again, these bottom 3 levels he considers our basic needs, our lower level needs. Esteem is the first of the higher order needs, and this has 2 parts really. First is respect and esteem from others. That's that exterior source of that respect and esteem. And the other is internal, self-respect and self-confidence. And together, these needs shape our esteem needs that he saw. And the top level is self-actualization. And this is a very difficult one to make concrete. So we'll just say reaching one's full potential as a basic understanding of it. And then we'll let Maslow explain it for us. Here's a quote from his 1943 article. Even if all these needs are satisfied, and he means the bottom 4, we may still often, if not always, expect that a new discontent and restlessness will soon develop unless the individual is doing what he is fitted for. A musician must make music, an artist must paint, a poet must write, if he is to be ultimately happy. What a man can be, he must be. This need we may call self-actualization. There's an old army slogan when they were trying to recruit people a few decades ago, and they said, "Be all you can be by joining the army." And that really gets at the sense of self-actualization. You become all that you were meant to be, all that you were designed to be. I've seen this pyramid used in many places, and a lot of times people forget this notion that to meet these lower level needs first is really the way to meet these higher level needs. In fact, if you think about it, if you are trying to meet your belonging needs, let's say you want friendships and you want relationships, you're probably not going to be highly motivated to meet those needs in the moment if you don't have your safety needs met or if you don't have your physiological needs met. Maybe, for example, you've been hangry, right? You've been out a long day, you're very hungry, and you're starting to get edgy, and you come home. The last thing you want to do is talk to someone. You go straight for the kitchen and you make yourself some food and you get something to drink. And once those basic level needs are met, then you can start to calm down and socialize with the people around you. And so you can see that even though you might theoretically be able to meet more of these levels at the same time, it's typical that oftentimes you're going to prioritize those lower level needs before you're going to focus on those higher level needs. I've actually seen organizations, live and in person, management people and executive people, take out this very chart and say, hey, how can we make sure we're helping our employees get all their needs met? The thinking is that if they can get all their needs met by the organization, or at least the organization is doing their part, then the employees will be set up for success. Then they'll be able to be the best version that they can for the organization. So for example, at the bottom level, we're making sure we pay them well, good paycheck. Maybe there's a snack bowl out, free lunch or vending for those basic food needs. At the next level up, for security, safety, you have swipe cards and codes to get into the building. Make sure only people who are supposed to be there are there. You've got security cameras. There's a receptionist that is doing his or her job, but also is really one of the first lines of security. Then you have health coverage. Of course, an organization can't guarantee that you are healthy, but they can provide health coverage, and they can also provide things like gym membership, and some organizations even provide a gym right in the building. Socializing after work or sports and activities are some of the ways that organizations help people feel like they belong. They give them a social life, essentially, as part of their work experience. At the level of esteem, they give praise. Managers let you know when you're doing a good job. There are some perks you get for doing a good job, bonuses, celebrations for team successes. Again, they're providing this from the exterior, but as Maslow said, there's also that self-confidence and self-respect element to it. The organization can't provide that for the individual, but they can do their best on their end. The top level, again, is self-actualization. And here, organizations can provide training opportunities, put you on special projects, help you hone your skills even further. And some organizations give you freedom to innovate. So a certain percentage of your day or your week, they allow you just to pursue whatever kinds of projects you want, pretty free from direct supervision. And the sense is if you're free to innovate, then you're probably going to come up with some pretty amazing stuff that the organization might eventually benefit from. So this hierarchy is used